Okay, Robbie, we're talking about the letter of intent, and we're going to share the screen here. So what it says at the top, letter of intent to lease real estate, and notice of intent to enter into a rental agreement and option to purchase agreement for the real property known as. So step one is we're going to be typing in this address after the known as. So if it's 123 Frost Street, Cleveland Heights, Ohio, and you spell out Ohio and you put in the zip code, and you would type that out on that line. And if you were handwriting it, you would just handwrite that, what I just said. So it's just the street address, but as completely as possible, and don't abbreviate. So if it's RD for road, you'd write out road. If it's street, you'd write out street, okay? That's step one. That's easy. And then please be advised that the undersigned is interested in entering into a lease agreement and an option to purchase agreement. Please be advised that I am a real estate investor that intends to enter into agreements contemplated for the purpose of investing in real estate as a going business concern. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard of that, as a going business concern, but that means that they're acting as a business person, not as an individual. Okay?
Okay.
And then I now provide you with this letter of intent. This letter is intended to summarize in a separately numbered paragraphs below the terms of which I desire to lease your property located at, and then there's that address again. It's a long one. Okay? It'd be 123 Frost Street, comma, Cleveland Heights, comma, Ohio, spelled out, not OH, but OHIO, and then the zip code. Now, for purposes of identification, right, you see where it says husband and wife, whoever's on the deed? Well, you can delete this whoever's on the deed, because chances are it's a husband and wife deed, right?
Okay.
And I would just type in their names here, okay? Or write it in, either one.
Right.
And they're going to be the landlord. And the next one is going to be Innovative Property Group LLC is going to be referred to as the tenant. Okay?
Okay.
Now that's pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
And I usually stop there with the sellers, and I basically say, let's just stop there for a second. So what we're doing is we're agreeing that you own the property and you're the landlord, and we as a company are going to be the first tenant. There's going to be a second tenant, but the first tenant is us. Any questions on that?
Right. Okay.
And usually they get that. That's not a problem. It's pretty simple, right? We're the first tenant. I always say first tenant because we're going to be assigning this to the second tenant, okay?
Right.
So if you remember anything up to this point, we call ourselves the first tenant, even though it just says tenant there.
Okay.
Now the next step is where it says the property to be rented. The tenant and or its assigns shall rent all of the landlord's interest in the property located at, and look at this, there's the address again. Can you believe it? It's like third time or whatever. All right. There's a lot of times the address is going to be in here. So you gotta write that out. Located at. So you write in the address in number one, and then the terms of which shall be more fully stated in the final rental agreement approved and signed by all parties, quote unquote, rental agreement. All right?
All right.
That's simple, right? Number one is identifying the where the property is. Number two is the term. And 99% of the time it's 2 years.
Okay.
Number 3 is the rental rate, and that means how much money per month. Okay? And I
Alright.
go by, you can go by Zillow or other websites to find out what market rent is, but you should know your market rents when you go see these properties. Okay?
Right.
And the other thing about 3 is your rental rate should be at market rent or just like $50 under. Why? Because you need to get a lot of people to look at the property. And if it's too much,
Okay.
nobody's going to look at it if it's too expensive. So if Zillow says it's $1,600, I would put down $1,550 in there just to make it an attractive rent.
Right.
Okay.
All right.
And I do tell the seller that rental rate can go up. The rental rate can go up in the next 12 months. The first 12 months, we want to give them a market rent that's attractive so we can fill the house.
Right.
But the second year it can go up $100 or so. Now the security deposit, this is, number 4 is a question mark. If the seller is real or the landlord is really nervous, I will put the same amount of money for security deposit. You should always have some kind of security deposit.
Okay.
Like it can be $500 minimum or up to 1 month's rent. So let's just put 500 in for number 4 as an example. Number 5 is the possession date. It commences at the beginning of the rental agreement. That's all that number 5 says. So there's nothing to do with number 5. Now you see at the bottom of this page, Robbie, where it says initials?
Yeah.
Well, you're
Right.
going to sign each one of these pages before you show it to them. Okay? You're going to initial each one of these pages. There's 3 of them.
Okay.
All right? And then the seller would, mom and dad on the seller or the landlord would sign these next 2, and then the tenant buyers would sign these 2.
I
Okay.
see.
All right? That's what those 5 marks are. Now, 6 through 11 are a little bit more confusing. All right? The first 5 are pretty easy. Number 6, the option. The landlord should grant the tenant or its assigns. Now, we're the first tenant, right?
Right.
So what this means is that the seller is going to grant to us an option to purchase the property for an estimated price of, and then it can be blank. This is the confusing part. If this space is blank, then the parties agree the option price shall be agreed upon in the final option purchase agreement.
Okay.
So many times we leave it blank. Now, if it's not left blank, I need to talk to you about how do we figure out what the number 6 is. All right?
Okay.
And can we use an example? Let's say we have an example house, and it's $100,000 is the price of the house. What we need to do is to add the option fee on top of that and to add the rent credit on top of that.
Okay.
So there's 3 pieces. There's the price that the seller wants. When let's say it's $100,000, let's say the comps are $100,000. That's what they need in their hand. But we need to add 2 more pieces. The first piece is the option money, and that's generally minimum of $5,000. So if we added $5,000 on the $100,000, that would be $105,000.
Right.
The second piece is the rent credit. The rent credit is figured out whatever the monthly rent is times 20%. Now, if the market rent in this situation is $1,000, 20% is $200. 200 times 12 is $2,400.
Mm-hmm.
So the annual rent credit for 1 year, not 2 years, 1 year, is $2,400.
Right.
2,400 plus the 5,000 is 7,400. Plus the 100,000 is 107,400, right?
Correct.
And that is number 6. You would write in there 107,400, which is the option price.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Now, when I do number 6 with the seller, I tell him that this price is your number. If your number is 100,000 plus our fee plus the rent credit, that's what goes in here. But I got to stop you, Mr.
Okay.
Seller. And I says, if you want 100,000, we'll help you get the 100,000, but you got to allow us to make some money with this. If you object to us making money, I can't help you.
Right.
So if we get your number, are you happy with that? And that, before I even write that in there. So yeah,
Okay.
I need 100,000 out of the house, whatever. I said, okay, well, we're going to get you 100,000, but we're going to sell this at a very small increase for our profit. Do you understand that? And if they don't agree to that, don't do it. Right there.
Right.
So, are you comfortable with number 6? It's a little confusing.
Yeah, no, I think I got that.
Good. Okay. So number 6 is the 107,400. Number 7, option money. Can you guess what number 7 is?
That's going to be the 5,000.
Mm-hmm. You'd write in $5,000, which is applied first to any assignment fee that the tenant may be entitled to through its assignment of its interest to any third-party assignee, with the balance being credited as a credit to the option price. The application of the option money would be more fully defined in the option of purchase agreement. With me?
Yep.
Number 8 is legal talk. It's just legal talk. But it's basically saying representations, warranties, covenants, and indemnification. You know the word indemnification? You know what that means, to indemnify?
No.
It means you can't sue them.
Oh, okay.
That's what indemnify means. The formal agreements, including but not limited to a rental agreement and option to purchase agreement that the parties will execute, shall include a number of representations, warranties, covenants, and provisions for indemnification. The representations and warranties shall include but not limited to matters of title, authority, liabilities, compliance with laws, payments of taxes, finances, condition of the property, right of assignment, and the right to either party's right to terminate the agreement. So, in other words, it's just giving notice that there's going to be a rental agreement and an option, and it's going to have all that stuff in it. Okay, that's all number 8 is.
Okay.
Number 9 is more legal talk. The legal effect. The within letter is intended as a mere expression of intent and is not a binding contractual obligation of the parties, except that 1, the parties hereto on behalf of themselves and their agents agree that they will keep the contents of this letter and all matters pertaining to the negotiation of the subject transaction confidential. So that's a long-winded way of saying they're going to keep it confidential. Okay? And they're not going to disclose any matters to any third party except their agents and financial institutions on a need-to-know basis. More legal talk there. Now, number 10 is important. Look what's highlighted here. The tenant intends to assign its interest in this letter of intent in any of the agreements that may result herefrom to a third-party assignee. That lets them know that we're assigning this. And what I tell the sellers is this. Mr. Seller, we're selling our agreement for a fee. And that's what number 10 is. Okay?
Yep.
And that's highlighted for a reason. Number 11, and it's the last one, it says that we have 45 days to assign it or exercise our option. And 100% of the time we assign it to a third party. Okay? But we always
Okay.
have 45 days to exercise our option if we choose to. But we're not in the business of buying property with this agreement. We're in the business of assigning our contracts for a fee. Now, this last part, if the landlord is interested in pursuing a transaction consistent with these terms, the landlord may accept this offer by returning to the undersigned either one, a copy of the letter enclosed, executed in the place, or a fax. And then you can sign my name right here, Brian Gibbons. You know, it doesn't matter. Now, you see here these tenants, that's going to be you. You're going to sign this, and you're going to date it and sign it, okay? Right here. That's you. Because you're the first tenant, right? And then the landlord is going to date it and sign it here. And what I would do, Robbie, is I would write down whatever's on their driver's license, their name, because you need to be able to see their identification. And I would show them your ID just so that they can feel comfortable that you are who you say you are, and ask them for their driver's license here, okay?
Okay.
Now, if they get nervous, you know, I said, look, this is a letter of intent. This is doing is allowing us to feel safe that we can create a lease and create an option so you sign it in the lawyer's office. That's all this is for. You know, we're letting you know what we're going to do. That's all we're doing. It's pretty easy. Now, it's important that you use this letter of intent wisely. You know, when you get a seller and they're wishy-washy, they can't make up their minds, you say, look, here, I'm going to give you this letter of intent to hang on to, and when you're ready, give us a call. And I would write in at the top of this your phone number. Just give us a call when you're ready, and I'll guide them over the phone on how to fill this thing out. You just give me a call, all right? Your goal is to fill out as many of these letter of intents as possible.
Okay.
Do you have any questions on this document?
No, I mean, it seems pretty straightforward.
It is.
I mean, and now knowing where to fill the blanks in and what to put in them, it doesn't seem to be that bad.
This isn't a hard document.
Right.
So there's no more questions on this document, you think?
No, I should have that down pretty good, I think.
Okay. All right. So besides this document and taking care of the lawyer, what else do you feel is urgent?
Well, I mean, I guess trying to find some people that I could take that agreement to.
Right. So do you think talking about marketing would be a good idea?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, probably be a good idea to start doing some of that.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about marketing. Let me show you a postcard, okay? It's a very simple postcard. Now, do you have the 3-page report, Robbie?
3.
Like for an expired?
No.
Okay. So what I want you to do is to write down on a to-do list, you need a postcard and a special report for sellers, okay?
Okay.
And here's a postcard. Here's a postcard that works well. Opening up. It says, sell your house in 24 hours. We're private investors, not brokers, who offer creative solutions to your real estate problems. If you have a vacant property that needs to sell quickly, we can help. We can lease your property with an agreement to purchase. We'll make your monthly mortgage payments, guarantee you 100% occupancy, maintain your property, and pay you the highest price possible. Call now. We have a solution for you. You put your name in here. You put your name in here. You put your company name here. You put your phone number here. And then P.S. pass this card to a friend and receive a referral fee. Okay?
Okay.
Let me get this. Let's get that. And then now let's go over the 3-page report, okay?
All right.
This 3-page report is going to be helpful with expireds and listed houses.
Okay.
So if you knocked on somebody's door, right? You could hand them this, okay? All right, so it says special report, discover how lease/purchase will work for you, compliments of, and then Innovative Property Group LLC. This is where you'd put your address for your mailing. Now you said you got a P.O. box?
Yes.
So you put that in there, okay?
Okay.
Your phone number would be your marketing number, right?
Okay.
So whatever your seller marketing number would be there, and then I would put the same number here for sell. And then if you had a fax number, you'd put that in there, okay? Then you put your email in there. Now, we do need to get you a website.
Yes.
Okay, and that's going to be our next couple of classes, is to teach you how to build it and teach you how to maintain it. And it's not that hard, okay?
Okay.
Let me stop here for a moment, okay? Here's your to-do list for the website, the first thing. Well, let me help you with this, by the way. I'm going to just help you. We need a URL. You know what a URL is, right?
That's the address.
Yeah, www.something.
Okay.
It looks like that URL is available. Cleveland Home Solutions. Do you like that?
Sure.
Okay. All right. What I need you to do is to do something right now. It's going to take about 10 minutes to get that URL. All right?
Okay.
So step one is go to a URL called justhost.com. JUSTHOST. Let's do that right now. Okay?
All right.
And it's going to cost you about $15. Right?
Okay.
And it's going to be a yearly fee for that domain. Let me know when you're at justhost.com.
Let's see. Okay.
Now, do you see where it says domain? Is there a domain tab?
Let's see. Free domain name. Let me see.
Well, try the free domain name. Yeah, well, what you want, free domain name, try that.
Or unlimited domain hosting, is that one?
Yeah, that's what you want.
Okay. Just host usage policies. Is that where I'm supposed to be?
Yeah, what you want to do is to do a domain search.
Where am I at here? Domain search.
Can you share the screen with me? If I'm going to stop sharing, and then you go up to the top, you see where it says actions and then share screen? Can you see that? You need to go into the Uvu video call. Look for you and me. You can see our faces, but go up to the top, put your mouse where it says actions.
Right, yeah, I got that. And then select the monitor displaying screen sharing.
Yeah. You want actions, share screen. That's it.
Okay.
And then go to your URL. That's it. That's what I want to see. Now I can't see this whole screen, but you can go to web hosting. Click on that for a second. And then hit sign up now. And then you want to please register a new domain for me. And then type in Cleveland Home Solutions with an S.
Oops.
Okay, and then I can't see any more of the screen, so you need to hit enter or something. Because I can't see the right side of the screen. Oh, it's taken.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's look at this list here for a second and see if there's anything close.
Do you not want it the same as the company?
What's the company?
I made mine as Pioneering Property Group.
Pioneer or pioneering?
Pioneering.
Pioneering. Okay. The Cleveland Home Solutions. I like the third one, the clevelandhomesolutions.com.
Okay.
What do you think?
clicked on it. All right.
Okay, so put your name and street and address in there, email address, phone. So let me know when that's done.
Oh, I gotta get something.
Now you see your account plan there?
Yeah.
What are your choices? Just take a look at all your choices on that.
Got 24, 36, 48 months.
Yeah, you pick which one you want. It's fine. You can just start with the cheapest one if you want.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Oh, let's see. Let's select the upgrades message.
If you have any questions, let me know.
All right.
Now, you got to stop there a second. They're really strict on strong passwords. So
Okay.
you see where it says password generator on the right?
Yeah.
So click on password generator. Now, can you write down that password? On a piece of paper and tape it to your machine? Because it's a very hard password to remember.
Okay. Do I have to write down that passphrase too?
No, just the password.
Okay. Okay.
And can you also, just highlight it and go Control-C for copy the password only? Control-C, and then open up, you have like a text document or Word document.
Yeah, I'll just put it in my phone.
Yeah, you can put it in your phone, but what I want you to do is have it on your desktop too, so you can find it. Because if you lost your phone, it'd be a pain in the neck to get a new password, that's all.
All right.
So open up a Word document, paste it in there, and put user password for JustHost website.
All right. Hey, Brian.
Yep, I'm here.
Am I able to, are we able to, is this a point at where we could stop or not really?
Yeah, we can stop. I just want you to get an email. Do you have 5 more minutes or not?
Yeah.
Okay, we can stop here. I want you to go back into this and click email and sign up for an email, okay? We can stop here, okay?
Okay, yeah, I gotta go get my kids from school, so.
You go ahead and do that, all right? But that's how you.
All right, Brian.
You get the email and text me if you got any questions, all right?
Will do.
I'll see you later, Robbie. Bye.
All right, thanks.